Yeah, I would agree with everything that Tom said. You have to build it into the culture. You have to hit the believe button because what we are doing today, we will not get that ROI until about 20 years from now. Okay? That is a far stretch to convince a lot of leaders. But it's so much in our DNA now, and from a culture standpoint, that our CEO 2 years ago now has declined his salary. He was receiving $1 million. He told the board, do not pay me a salary, just pay me $1. So that's what he receives. And instead of that $1 million going back into the coffers, that is directed to our employees' kids for scholarships for pre-K. Okay? So I told Mike Petters, that's my boss, I said, Mike, you understand when you do this, you can't go back. You know, don't come to me 3 years from now and say, Bill, I need that $1 million. Because, but that's set in now stone. So even if Mike retires, the new CEO is going to have a really tough time standing up in front of our employees and the shareholders and saying, well, I want the money. But that's where it starts. It's the tone at the top. It starts at the top. You have to hit that believe button. You have to put energy in this. It is more than just giving back to the community. That's what we've been doing. We've been in existence for 128 years. For those that don't know, we build all the Navy ships, nuclear aircraft carriers, submarines, destroyers. That's what we do. That's when it would turn into a workforce development narrative. Now it became, if we're going to be here for another 130 years, we have to get this right. And that means you got to get a leadership team to start thinking about the institution is more important than themselves. So all the energy that I'm doing in this topic, what I'm doing here today, I will not receive any benefit from it. I will not be, trust me, if I'm the CHRO of HII 20 years from now, oh my goodness, we got bigger problems. But that's the point. That's what has to transform. That's what has to happen. And companies like PNC, who have been doing this a lot longer, they hit that believe button a long time ago. That's what I think has to happen. I think listening this morning, you guys have all the solutions. You do. You do. You have them. It's how do you take that to that next level of getting to General Assemblies, because this is only going to happen state by state. So in Virginia, which I think we kind of lead in this initiative with Kathy's help, we actually got the entire business community to create what we call Blueprint Virginia. And this was the imperative that we handed the governor in the General Assembly. So now the Republicans in the General Assembly do not view this as a social program. They view this as a workforce development problem, that they got to support business. As soon as that narrative changed in Richmond, you'd be shocked. They automatically got engaged. And then we stole that playbook from Mississippi when Haley Barbour was the governor. He created Blueprint Mississippi. Same thing. The number one imperative of the business community is workforce development. And if you pull that document, you'll see right under there, early ed and pre-K. Those are the kinds of things that big corporations can do. And the little companies that are part of the chamber, they need to take this initiative on. That's your pointy end of your spear for this group. I'll be honest with you. That's where you could spend a lot of energy. The solutions will come later, if you not already have them, personally.